Light nigga, dark nigga, fake nigga, real nigga, rich nigga, poor nigga, still nigga. Yeah, so yeah, I probably already know the juice is no more. You know what I'm saying? R.I.P. to OJ, old Orenthal. You know what I'm saying? He passed away a couple days ago due to prostate cancer. So yeah, it's a lot of mixed feelings. You know what I'm saying? Uh, when I kind of hear people like talking about it, I kind of, you know, feel, I don't know, like, I mean, I really kind of don't feel no way, you know, because I didn't know him per se. But the reality of it is he was somebody who was beloved by, you know, uh, you could kind of say both sides, but the reality of it is when you think of, you know, Jay-Z's song, which was what I opened up with, uh, that's kind of the reality, you know. Like, yeah, he played both sides of the fence, but I feel, you know, once they felt he crossed, you know, the line, they threw him, you know, back on the other side, you know. So I don't know. It's pretty unfortunate, you know what I'm saying? And yeah, man, I'm, you know, like I don't know. He was not guilty. So, you know what I'm saying? That's the reality of it. You know what I'm saying? Like I sitting here, you know, people talk about cases that they got as witch hunts and all this stuff. So, you know, reality of it is he was found not guilty, but now, you know, people are like, oh, it's a miscarriage of justice, you know, and it's like, that's really what's bringing the stuff out to be like, oh, it's two sides of, you know, the law. Like, but it's like you have this, you know, way that celebrities are treated, and then you have this way that like normal people are treated. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I don't know. Like his case was one of the first, you know, and I'm quite sure it wasn't the last, and I'm quite sure it wasn't the first, you know. But the reality of it is kind of like what they were saying. Like, you know, you got cops coming, you know, to his crib, and he like, you know, beating his wife, you know, up at the time. You know what I'm saying, Nicole, and you know they in awe, like on, you know, like on a stand moment. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like the juice, you know. So that's all. Like you got to look at stuff like that, like you know, like and then you know he had this dream team legal defense, you know. Then people like, oh, he did it, you know, and it's like I hear even more people like saying that now, you know. And the reality is you know, this woman and this man were killed. You know what I'm saying? Like slaughtered. You know, like viciously. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know if he did do it and got away with it. You know, like I mean, people do stuff and get away with it every day. B, you know what I'm saying? But the reality of it is yeah, it was bogus. Either way you look at it, you know what I'm saying? But don't fault, you know, him and basically like scrutinize him forever, even in his death. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's all people are talking about. You know, y'all wasn't saying none of this, and I know people were saying, "Oh, we couldn't say it when he was alive because he'll," you know. But it's not like it's not even about that. Like for real, like you need to stand on what you believe, you know, and don't retract your statement. You know what I'm saying? Like for real, like that's really what happened to like everybody because it's like everything is so watered down. People don't want to get canceled, and you know you on eggshells, and it's like you know that's not really like a way to live, you know, because it's like you ultimately setting yourself up for potential failure in the long run because at some point you're gonna just end up snapping, going crazy. So I don't know. I would say just dealing with OJ, like, a lot of people say good riddance, but he did have family, kids, grandkids, all that stuff. So, you know what I'm saying? So, yeah, just let the man legacy live on. Y'all gonna already like, you know, talk down on him, you know what I'm saying? So it's like y'all done already put a stain on the man. So it's like y'all just gonna keep, like dissing him. And that was like another thing that I seen, like people were saying how it was this black and white issue and saying how like, black people at the time felt that, justice, like it never was on our side. So like, hey, we got one, and I was a kid when this was happening. Like I didn't care. You know what I'm saying? Like I was watching the basketball game and you know, like OJ is riding the Bronco. You know what I'm saying? Like the reality of it is I really see a lot of things being used, to divide us. You know what I'm saying? This kind of being one of them. You know what I'm saying? Like, and you can kind of just see it. But if you have lived experiences where you didn't necessarily trust the police or like think they were out to protect and serve, like you probably wouldn't what I'm saying. So it's just like it's like the tale of two sides, but we still gotta coexist. That's the reality of it, So we gotta be on the same page. That's all. So regardless if supported the juice, you know, like for real. When he was scoring touchdowns and all that stuff, it was cool, but it's like, I don't know, man. That's just kind of how I feel, and that's what I feel Jay-Z was talking about in that song. You know what I'm saying? Like regardless, like you still a nigga. You know what I'm saying? That's how they look at you. Like regardless if you do this or do that, you know what I'm saying? Whatever. You feel me? So that's the point. So R.I.P. to OJ. And, yeah.